After 8 months of work, tens of thousands of Lego pieces, it's finally time to show you all my massive Lego castle MOC. Today I'll give you the full tour and tell you a little bit about the story and how it was built. Well, here it is, guys. I'm so excited to finally be able to show you the finished MOC. I think I'm going to start by showing you just the full thing, and then I'll dive in and get more in-depth with all the little details. But this thing is 8 square feet, 2.5 feet tall at the tip of the tower. If you want to see how I built this, I've got a full series on my channel where I show you how I built it in a bunch of episodes. And if you want to get the story for what's kind of going on here, watch the finale of that series. And I've got the story at the end. I'll still give you the general overview though. Basically, the Griffin Knights here built the castle at the edge of their kingdom to protect their borders and stuff, but these guys here aren't too happy to have the castle right next to their lands, so as you can see, there's a whole battle going on over that. Just starting up at the front here, you can see we've got this guy leading the charge into battle here on this creature I designed. I designed all the creatures for this MOC myself, just as an extra fun world building detail. For the gatehouse, I went with this octagonal design because I wanted something that looks more interesting than just a square, but circles, which I think is what most castles normally have, are really tough to do. I did try that with this tower, but for this one I thought an octagon was a good idea because it's easier to build by a lot, but still makes it interesting and looks good. If you like it, I actually have the instructions for just this gatehouse here on Rebrickable. I'll link that and everything else I've mentioned in the description of this video. But anyway, there's a bunch of people fighting along the edge of the wall here, and then they've got this round tower that was kind of tough to do, to fill in all the gaps right there. I think it looks pretty decent. Getting the roof on was hard as well, so I'm glad with how it turned out. And then down in the courtyard here, we've got the battle going on, some guys who got down there. We got a little bit of a garden here that the gardeners are all running away from the battle, but that's a fun detail. I also built these birds, so we've got the archers coming down on their big fantasy birds to attack. And this building right here is the barracks. It doesn't look too crazy or anything on the outside, but I think it turned out pretty nice. And then I can remove the roof and stuff and show you the inside. So on the first floor, there's an armory, so the knights can all grab their armor on their way out the door. And there's a table and a fireplace so that they can eat in there. And I really like the technique I did on the floor with the sideways masonry bricks. I think that just adds some really nice detail. And I actually didn't quite have enough, so I threw a rug in the middle of the floor to fill the space in. But because of that detail, I think this building is actually one of my favorites on the MOC, just because I had the time to add more details in instead of just having something massive that I have to build, but being able to take the time to add the details in. And the second floor has the bunk beds for the knights to sleep in. If you like the design for that, I do have a tutorial video on my channel for that and a bunch of other medieval furniture, so you should check that out as well. And then the biggest building here, this is like the meeting hall where they can have all sorts of big gatherings in this hall. I like all the details I was able to do on the outside. I think that turned out really nicely. And I like the arch with these pieces here. It adds a little bit of texture to the thing, so I think that looks really nice. And when we go inside, as you can see, I've got a big red carpet there and sort of this entrance hall area there. And then the big area here, I added a lot of detail to the floor to make it interesting. There's a big table there, and you can see the insides of the hall. And then there's this big fireplace that I added these details to. I think that looks really nice as well. And then a little door to go to the next building. But before we go over there, let's jump around and take a look at the chapel, which I kind of tried to make it look like a little mini cathedral. I think it turned out really nice. I like these details here, the buttresses going around in the half circle. I think that turned out really nice. And then the tower looks really good. I was able to use these big round pieces they look cool, but they're kind of hard to use sometimes just because they're so big. So I was glad to use those. And then inside, you may have seen a little bit of it, but there's a painting of the castle in there, which I thought was a really cool detail that makes it look more interesting. And there's a chandelier back there. So yeah, maybe actually this one is my favorite building. It's kind of hard to choose. I like the inside on this one, but I think this one I like both the outside and inside. So maybe this one is actually my favorite. I'd also like to take a sec to point out the rockwork here. I decided to go with a freeform style for the base, and I was experimenting with some different techniques to try and make the rocks look natural. Unfortunately, because my table's only so big, I couldn't add that much shapes to the rockwork. I would have liked to have make it more uneven, but I'm not able to do that. But I do think it still turned out really nicely. And it definitely is tough to do it this way, but I think it adds a lot to the MOC to have this big cliff. One detail I tried was adding kind of the layers of the rock right here, so I have some medium nuke and medium tan to add that detail. And then, of course, lots of trees and stuff. I decided I wanted it to have a fall color scheme because that always adds a lot of really nice color to the MOC. And then over here I added the waterfall, which is one of my favorite parts of the MOC. I was really going for realism with the waterfall, so I even tried adding the little round plates underneath the water to look like the smoothed rocks underneath it, and then trying to have a really fluid, natural shape of the water going down and cascading off the rocks there. I think that turned out really nicely, and then the stream goes right up next to this last building. And this last building here actually isn't my own design. It's actually the Lumibricks Castle Treasury set. So it's not Lego, but it's a different company. But they made this beautiful castle here, and because the colors fit with the rest of the MOC, I was like, I gotta get it, put it in here. It actually does light up, although I don't have it lit at the moment, just because the rest of the MOC isn't lit up, so I don't want to have one part lit up and the rest not. But yeah, it looks really good. I love the design. So here's the inside with it all lit up. As you can see, there's this really cool throne and all this treasure. I've got a separate video going over this in more detail if you want to see that. But it looks really nice, especially with it all lit up. And yeah, I'm really glad to be able to feature this in the MOC. And here's a quick look at the bottom floor of that. I had originally planned to kind of customize this thing a little bit more, but then I decided that that would be a bunch of work and it's close enough to what I wanted. So my idea for this space with like the world building is that this is like an old mine that they just turned into the basement of the castle, and they've got some treasure there and stuff like that. And one last thing that probably goes a bit unnoticed, but I did this technique here on the sides to add some different layering to the rocks, mostly just to actually save pieces because I had a bunch of dark gray and I didn't want to buy this much dark tan, but it is really nice to have this nice smooth back because it used to just be all open and you could see all the supports, so to finally have that nice and smooth is really satisfying for me. And that is the entire MOC. I hope you've liked it. It took me a lot of work, but I think it looks amazing. I'm so glad I built it. It's definitely the biggest, but also my favorite thing I've ever built. If you want to support me help building cool things like this, like and subscribe this video. And also, if you can check out my Rebrickable stuff, the money I make off of that really helps me build cool stuff like this and all of my many other creations. So that's another great way to help me out and help me keep building crazy stuff like this. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed seeing this MOC, and thanks for watching.